This is a clip from episode 59 with Colonel Kim Campbell, who joined us to talk about her new book, Flying in the Face of Fear, a fighter pilot's lessons on leading with courage. In this clip, you'll hear her talk a little bit about perfectionism and building a culture of trust. Link below for the full episode. Thanks. How about take ownership of your actions and create a culture where mistakes and failures are opportunities for improvement?
Yes.
Uh,
That's so much easier said than done sometimes, right?
well, I think you started that chapter with something about perfection. Perfection is
Yeah.
a goal, never a reality in a fighter pilot's mind.
Yeah. I guess there's this idea of perfection. Like you always want to get it right. You want to be perfect. And the reality is it's just, you want to strive for it, but it is, I don't want to say impossible. It is next to impossible, closely impossible to achieve. Because every mission, there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be small things that happen. And even when you have like that really exceptional mission, there's probably a few little things you can improve on. And so one of the things that we did in the fighter community, in the flying community, was after every mission, didn't matter how long or how short that mission was, after every mission, we had a fighter pilot debrief where we would check our rank at the door, right? Check our ego at the door. So even the young members, the least experienced members, those junior members on a team can provide feedback to the more senior members in the flight. And we talked about our objectives, right? We talked about the things that we did well so that we could repeat them on the next mission. But we spent a lot of time also talking about our mistakes, owning up to our mistakes, but really drilling down into why. Why did the mistake happen? Was it a lack of knowledge? Maybe the briefing wasn't very clear. Maybe we just didn't quite understand the actions we were supposed to take. So we really continue to ask that why question and really drill down into what the root cause is. And then we pull a lesson learned. Okay, next time we're going to do this instead. What is that lesson that we learn? Need to do a little bit more studying, need to brief it a little bit better, whatever it is, we figure out how we will do it different on the next mission. And then we walk out of that debrief. We're better pilots because of it. And then we share those lessons with the rest of our team, right? So that we can elevate the performance of the whole team, not just the people that were on that one mission, but everybody in the unit. And that was just the way we did business. It was hard at first, especially as a young wingman, and you're making mistakes and you're a little bit embarrassed. But what I realized is that there was such an environment of trust, of a safe space where we could provide feedback, we could admit mistakes, because the whole goal was improvement. It was continuous improvement, how to do it better the next time. A debrief can be a very effective tool, really, for any team or organization. We use it in our family as well. And it's just one of those things that, like, no matter what you go through in life, if it didn't go as well as you wanted it to, you can do a debrief by yourself, just thinking through why didn't that go as well as I wanted it to? And what did I learn? And what am I going to do different the next time around?
Yeah.
So it's been really effective for me professionally and personally.
I think by removing the judgment, you're giving space for vulnerability and
Yeah,
courage, right? To show up.
right. Because sometimes we're so afraid of being judged, we're afraid of being blamed, that we may not admit those mistakes. We may not be as open about sharing things. And that is where, that environment of trust comes in, that allows people to be vulnerable, right? To have the courage to share those things.
Right.